And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down, 30 base.
52. Y'all not ready?
Switch. Ready?
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 6 guys. Check safety.
Shoot.
From the 27, Tannehill. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
All day, defense, all day. Where's 52?
Now.
52.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
I'm coming back.
Brian Burns. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game is so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The kick is blocked.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Gotta get the point.
After the sack on 1st down, Tannehill. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Whip. Let's go.
They will run with Grant. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
26. Out.
Get it.
On second down now, it's Grant. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
There he goes right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Grant with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. And got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him. He still found his guy.
He'll take a shot from the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
21, Titans 7. Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's third down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Come on, D.
Hey, wahoo! 6'6", bullet high.
52's the mic. Silver, Silver.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21,
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Down. 50, plant.
First down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Pilot, 6 snap.
On first down, Grant.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
30 base.
Check that. We want Mike 52.
Bravo.
Let's go.
Now.
Mike 52. Not here. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
5.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's airing it out for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Tyrell Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, watch 12, watch 12. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? White 33.
Two times. 3 down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, it's Newton. And he spins through, and that's complete to McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
I got you, punk.
Hey, Delta.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
Get it.
On first down, it's Tannehill. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch block, motion, block.
80 weapon.
Check 43.
That's the West.
This is Grant. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Grant with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 12, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Panthers first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's crashing.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Double tight. 4 down.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Here's Grant. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
You draw forfeit.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And it's 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Get ready.
My 52. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in the defense that they could hold him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
20. We got 20.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And Anderson's got it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch tight. Tight is right. You got 3 down.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
We got 4 down.
Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready to break. 5.
I'm going to run you over. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Now.
Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Check Mike.
Hey. High 7. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Don't say nothing.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Check.
61. Matchbox lights.
Switch. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, zoom. Let's go.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
15.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too in the NFL. They're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, tight.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
1st down, Tennessee.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Safety's creeping. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Protein spill.
52. You go night.
Ready.
They go back to Grant, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye.
Haywood.
Pick up the ball.
Shoot.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Carolina. And even 70 yards.
To DJ Moore. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the lead. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Let's go. Mike,
Hey.
Mike's by 4. He don't know no better. Hey, watch that.
One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Carolina, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.